going on, crypto legends? We are here to analyze the market, where Bitcoin is. We got some really interesting stuff going on. Yes, grayscale, all of this, billions of dollars, selling. We're going down, we're going lower, 34K, 30K, even 20K. Well, let's start breaking those levels first of all, because we do have a lot of support beneath us. But yes, no doubt, looking at the technicals, we can see how, yes, this was actually a level of resistance, right? It's like that saying where you hear, hey, show me the charts and I'll tell you the news, right? Now suddenly everything, now grayscale sailing, all of this, massive selling pressure coming in right now. It was all basically on the charts, guys. It was all on the charts. We did know that this was a huge major resistance. We were looking for that test of this high, 618 Fibonacci, value area high of this range. We know the deal, right? Now everything's bearish. We're going to lower levels. Well, it was all on the charts, really, right? Now that news can come and kick in right now, grayscale. We see, more than 2 billion worth of the grayscale Bitcoin trust, right, GBTC, since it was converted into exchange traded. A large chunk of the exodus was FTX bankruptcy estate, dumping 22 million shares. So sold more than $2 billion, right? And more to come, basically. It was all on the charts, guys. So we knew very much that this point here was very likely going to be a topping point at $48,000, $49,000, $50,000. Was very, very risky to be bullish at this point. So we're going to analyze the situation, guys. I want to ask the community, why do you think that Bitcoin is hitting a major support level looking at the charts? Why is this here at $38,800 range big support? Can anybody tell me in the comment section why this is a strong support level? Why are we bouncing? Why are we managing to maintain the $38,800 range, right? Give or take a few $100s because of volatility. Why are we holding this level, guys? Let me know in the comment section. See if you've done your TA homework for the live stream. It's a very simple level, going to higher time frames. We've been talking about that level also during the last few days and weeks. I think you probably know why are we getting a reaction here from 38,800, getting a bounce. We did get a bounce of $1,000. Now a bit of a pullback. Let me know in the comment section, guys, while I say hello to everybody. Moonboot Boy, how are you doing? First like here, 𝗖cie. Thank you very much for that. You guys think BTC is going lower, says Red John. Seems like a lot of people are shorting. Yes, indeed. A lot of people are very bearish. Excited to see what Andy thinks. Well, we're going to talk about that right away. Appreciate the videos. Thank you, Red John. I want to just share some love here to the community. Say hello to everybody, of course. D Johnny, slow mode. How are you doing? Yo, Lil Moore, how are you doing? BTC down to 35K, says Krishna. 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬 says possible to 34K. Yeah, but first of all, we need to break this $38,800. Then we can be talking, there's a lot of support, especially at $37,700, guys. It's a major, major level on the chart. So, and we need a lot of power to break those levels. Do I think it's going to be broken in the coming days? Absolutely, yes. There is a possibility, right? We do have a lot of selling pressure, a lot of bearish news, but there's also bullish news that we're going to talk about in the live stream. Aloha, Valerie. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Hope all is well, brother. Trader Mark, hope everything's well with you as well. Jocasta, Fabio, some Casta TA, man, please. Yes, we'll be going through that as well. We'll be doing some altcoins. First of all, Bitcoin most importantly, and also a little bit of, things going on here that I want to talk about, of course, as well. Just saying hello quickly to the community, then we go straight into the analysis and the content. Time to buy on BTC that continues to drop, says Cocky. Yes, I mean, no doubt. Buy the dip. What's up, homeboy? Beach guy. Point of control, baby, says Mike Romero. Yes, that is correct. High traded volume. Point of control, year daily low. Absolutely, guys. I can see a few point of controls. 38K old point of control. You guys, hello. DeVault, have no idea. I know DeVault knows. Of course he knows. He is also a coach in the Legends trading community, providing analysis every single day. It is that old late stream, Andy. Let's go. Yes, sir. Late stream today. Tomorrow, we're going to try and keep it just around about the New York Open, slightly after New York Open, right? Give or take, you know, an hour. Not exactly at the New York Open. A lot of people do live streams during that time, so I'm probably going to do it an hour later tomorrow. Analyzing the situation. It is, guys, definitely. You guys got that right. Very right. It's that old point of control. This is where the price is getting that reaction. Currently, it is the point of control from 2021 and 2022. When we do see here this high volume node and we zoom on the chart on the lower time frames, that is where we are getting that reaction here. Very, very nice indeed. Very difficult. Struggling here to get into a long position. I did get stopped out once in a long here at this range. I did get stopped out at break even 2 times today. But I also got into some successful trades that have made more from my stop loss. We're going to talk about those trading setups as well here. I'm still in one of them. It was a long position basically from this range here. Double bottom scenario. It was worth the risk with a tight stop loss to get this rise exactly to $39,300. Still in that position here on Bybit here. Just a nice little scalp day trade, one of them of the day, and playing out very, very nicely, getting into that double bottom right over here exactly at $38,700. Expecting that bounce to see if we are going to claim $39,300 for a quick take profit. Also entered a short right there and took profit, just a small little scalp. I wanted to get into another short position right over here. It would have been ideal. The main reason why I did not get into this short position, and this was an old daily naked point of control, was because I wanted this price action to test these highs, looking for that double top here, swing failure pattern, right, to get into that short position. Missed that by just a few dollars. I wanted that wick to actually claim that high and then get into the short position. Did not manage because I have a strategy. I have very good risk management. I have a plan. Just by a few dollars, we did not take that high. It would have been a nice day trade right there, even turning into a swing trade, because we could be breaking down in the next coming hours. Very much a possibility. The trend is your friend, so why not? This is a pullback from this major downtrend we've had for the last few days. It was actually a pretty nice entry to get into a short position here around about the $39,500. However, it didn't meet the requirements that I had. I needed to see that wick over here, claim that high, and then bang, trigger the short. That did not happen. It was just a few dollars off. Maybe in some other exchanges it did claim the high, but not on the Bybit one. So I did not take that short position. Guys, this was a daily naked point of control, basically from the 3rd of December. When we do take a look at that mini range here, we did get a bit of a reaction here around about the $39,500. That gives us a high volume node exactly at $39,550. This is from this consolidation right over here. These levels turn into support and resistance, and this is what we basically saw here for Bitcoin. We can see it did get a reaction yesterday. Also beautiful swing failure pattern right over here, as you can see. Bang, claiming that low. Pretty nice bounce after that, and then obviously breaking down. Now this level of support is flipping into resistance. Basic, simple, technical analysis. Bang, bang, bang. We are trading, baby. We love trading. Best job in the world. It is trading, guys, believe it or not. So let's continue through the comment section. I'm going to go through, all right? Hello, everybody. I mean, I would love to go through the comment section. 37, then moon. 37,000, then moon. There is a major level at the $37,000 range, below 38K. It's a massive level of support, and I can already tell you there is a 90% chance that the price is going to get a reaction at that level. How is that reaction going to be? Is it going to be similar to this one, where it's just like choppy, stopping everybody out, very scared to long at this level? Or is it just going to be a quick move down, instant bounce? We're going to talk about the possibilities here and how you can trade that level successfully, guys. Now, you know the deal. My favorite exchange, it is Bybit. Bybit is where I do 80% of my trading. This is the exchange where I tell the people that it's, you know, the safest out there. For me, it's the number one. And you got a trading competition going on at the moment. There's 15 days, 2.2 million US dollar tether as prize pool. You can get a piece of the cake if you're a good trader and you're moving significant volume. You have the links down below, guys. Another way to support the channel, but you got the best deals, the best bonuses, and also that competition going on. There's still 15 days left for the competition. If you cannot trade on Bybit, there is other exchanges down below that you can use, such as 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕, BingX, BITFLEX as well, where you get the best deals, okay? No KYC is required on these exchanges. Going forward with Bybit, what do I do with profits here? When I'm scalping, I'm day trading, and I'm making profits, what do I do with the profits? Do you put them in your bank account? Well, I do change them into fiat. But the best way to change it into fiat for me at the moment during the last few months, it is the K app, guys. Here I change it into euros. You have your own IBAN number so you can do bank transfers. This is the best place to do so if you don't want to put it in the bank account where you live, okay? So it's not kind of registered. Don't tell anyone. So the best deal here to change it into fiat here is using the K app, guys. If you want to use that as well, you got the link down below, okay? Because a lot of people want to take profits, but maybe not put it in the bank account. And here you do have a great option using the K app. Going right away with the analysis. What is the most important level of support? No doubt that we are hitting resistance at the moment here at this daily naked point of control. No longer naked, but it has been major support yesterday and strong resistance today. If this is the high and we're going to tackle down again here, the point of control of 2021, we're going to tackle it. Bang, bang, bang. We're going to tackle it, see if it's going to break. If it is broken, I do expect a significant move, potentially of around about $1,000 to the downside, to the next big major level. There is a big gap here of no levels, and I'm going to explain why this is such an important level. When we do zoom out here on the daily chart, first of all, daily chart right over here, we do have a daily level, okay? It was a daily close and open from the 30th of November and the 1st of December. You can see here, right over here on the chart, daily close and open. Significant level. Always daily levels are really good for possible reactions if you do add it with confluence, with Fibonacci, you know, harmonic patterns, you know, volume profile, whatever you want. It's always a level to take into consideration. We have that daily close and open that has not been tested yet, right? $37,700 range. What else? What do we have else here? We have a weekly naked point of control. This week that we did have late November has left us here with a lot of price action. And of course, we do have that high volume node right over there, exactly where the daily level is, okay? So yeah, of course, no doubt that this level right there, even when we do take a look at the volume profile, guys, just as easy as putting the volume profile out here, where does the high volume start here from this major gap? Well, it starts exactly right over here where we do have that high volume node at 37,700, right? We have that zone right there where the big volume starts. Price likely to get some kind of reaction at that level. So that is a level that I am looking for here to get a major bounce. Will the bounce be $300, $500, $1,000? Nobody knows what, you know, how powerful that bounce can be. However, we can enter always, tight stop loss, be defensive. You know, I'm a trader that gets stopped out at break even many times. So be defensive always. That is a level for a bouncing. That level can bounce, okay? That level can bounce. So, hey, okay, that is a strong level beneath us, right? We're talking about a level beneath us. What if the price action of Bitcoin is holding nicely that point of control? Because, you know, this level is super strong. It is a strong level, guys. That point of control, this can hold like a beast, and we could get a bounce, you know, above $40,000 in the next coming hours. It is definitely possible. So what levels of resistance do we need to pay attention? What are the levels that we need to pay attention for here as resistance? Well, we're going to go through that right away. We've been talking about the major support level. Let's go directly with the strongest level of resistance where we could get some opportunities. Strongest level of resistance that I do see here is quite far away. We've moved down very, very fast from yesterday, okay? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We've moved very, very fast here to the downside, not leaving much resistance, to be honest. We had a fast move here back in the 3rd of December, okay? 4th of December. Relatively fast move here to the downside. We always talk about this on the channel, guys. Fast move to the upside, not leaving much. Yeah, be careful once the price breaks these major levels of support, because the move can be relatively fast, and this is what's happened during the last few days. So as we do have a fast move, there's not really much resistance at $40,000, at $40,500. We have left a level of resistance here, which is naked point of control. This is basically from the price action from Monday. Monday's price action has left a really high volume node from this choppy price action that we had just before the major drop. So that is a level that we need to take into consideration. Maybe we are going to get a bit of a reaction from that zone right over here, right? You can see that high volume node right over here, right? Previous day, point of control right there. And it could act as resistance. When we do take a look at Fibonacci, right, you can arguably discuss, I'm taking Fibonacci from this pivot high or from this pivot high, right? This is the bounce, and this is where the drop starts, right? So we do take a look at Fibonacci from this point. We have the 618 Fibonacci, right? Price action moves in waves, and we love 618 Fibonacci. It is the level to watch always from a pivot high and a pivot low. So we had a major drop here, bounce, high, low, right? This is what's been happening during the last few days. So I love that pivot high right there. This pivot high, Fibonacci retracement from this pivot high to the pivot low, we have the 618. We also have that naked point of control. That is a level that we need to look at very, very carefully. It could definitely get a reaction and a pullback. That is if we do have that recovery. This is a movement of over $1,500, right? It could happen, no doubt. We could get that a much larger relief rally just after this drop during the last couple of days. So it's a level to pay attention, right? Higher time frame level. Need to get a drink of water, guys. Ooh. Voice was getting a bit dry there because too much talking. Let's go through the comment section right away, okay? So those are the major levels. No doubt that on the lower time frame, guys, this is where, this is where I like to play with the market, right? This is where I know how to play, where we're forming some major lows here. We're forming a double bottom right there. We do have the VWAP. I love these ranges because they are the scalping paradise, where I know VWAP is going to be resistance with these lows created yesterday, right? We've got some lows right there, as you can see. We can just mark these as, previous day lows. Previous day lows. Did get into a small little scalp day trade right over there. And you might think, this is level to level trading. I miss out on very large moves to the upside and to the downside because I'm like, bang, enter, bang, take profit, bang, look for a short, bang, take profit. I like these ranges, right, for scalping and day trading. Now, main reason of this short position, well, I was looking for these highs to be taken right over here at $39,300. These highs, okay, because it's kind of the dead cat bounce high right there, bang, and just have this price action, choppy price action to the downside. So I was looking for that level to be claimed and possibly get rejected with the VWAP and with the previous day lows, right? This is resistance. Looking for that pullback, took all of the profits right over here, did see the price action possibly getting another move to the upside. Let me explain why. This is just based on major easy levels on the chart. When I do take a look at this range here that we formed today, where is the highest volume node? Well, that highest volume node is right over here. This is where the price action stopped. So if you're shorting from this level, you are taking profits right there at a high volume node, right? So it's a level to level game here when we find some support, right? We're looking for highs, we're looking for lows. And that's a little bit of the price action of today, where I've been looking for these opportunities. Still in that double bottom, okay, taking most of the profits, only a nice little scalp day trade, right? Looking for that double bottom, looking for this consolidation to hold and finally get that rise here to round about that, you know, VWAP, right? These lower highs right there, possibly hitting the previous day lows, right? As obviously a take profit zone. You're hitting major resistance, still partially in that long position, taking most of the profits. Okay, I'm happy for this to stop out. If it goes up more, you know, make another couple of $100, totally fine. Only a day trade right over there. So it's been pretty fun. I did get stopped out at break even 2 times today, trying to get these lows, trying to get some highs as well. So anyway, let's go right away through the comment section. So we take a look at some altcoins. I want to talk about some, you know, some stuff here that I do have ready for you, okay? But I want to go through the comment section. This is all about interacting with the community as well, right? Let's go through the latest comments, guys. Right, what we got? Any interesting comments? I can see Father Timon here. 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗓, my man, thanks for joining the stream. I can see you here, 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗓. What a legend. Right, let's go through the comment section. Andy, can you analyze ADA in daily chart, please? Okay, we can do that. We can possibly do that. Let's do ADA right away on the daily chart. I am in a long, Andy says Nidia. Okay, make sure to take some profits. I mean, this was a level to long. The bounce could go to higher levels, but we need to remember what is the price action doing? It's in a major downtrend. You know, these are major resistance zones, and maybe the price cannot manage to break through them. If we break through them, it is game on. We're going above $40,000. If we do manage to break successfully here, the highs of today at 39,500, you know, I do see a much larger recovery here going above $40,000. Definitely a possibility. So, but make sure to take those profits. Make sure to be defensive, right? Because we are in a downtrend, and you know the deal. The trend is your friend till the end. Is this the short time frame end of this downtrend? Only time will tell, guys. Let's go right away with ADA. Let's go right away. Reading some comments here, guys, that I cannot read out loud. Got some really, you know, punchy comments. Let's go right away with ADA here to analyze the situation, guys. ADA, what's going on with ADA on the daily? Let's go with the daily chart. ADA is just dipping beneath this level. Hey, hang on a second, because ADA is hitting this level of support. It was a proven level of support. Look how price action and major highs and lows here develop, right, and does get support and resistance. Look at the price action. You know, no major reaction from this high. It just blasts through here. I'm talking about the 46 cents. This level of resistance, right, you know, it's just blasted through here with that price action in December. Very choppy action from this high, right? Struggling very much ADA here with a big range, then obviously getting that drop here the first week of January. Look how technical this is, where we do have a pivot high and this pivot lower high right there. This one, choppy action right there, breaking down, getting an instant bounce, resistance, support flip right over there. Just basic support and resistance flip, and you can see that back test from this resistance high over here, and then getting the rejection. I mean, this was a pretty epic short just over a week ago. I think we talked about this on a live stream. You know, what is the beauty of these moves to the downside? I mean, this is the opportunities that you want to get into. Just let me explain here on ADA how you've had a major uptrend, right? Super duper, you're creating higher highs, higher lows. You're struggling here a little bit, but then you get the lower low confirmation, meaning that you could very likely create a lower high and come back down and test those lows. first question for anybody that has not much experience here, just with price action, right? Forget about all of those fancy indicators that we don't need them. We need to understand the price action, right? The uptrend, the downtrend, support, resistance, flip, right? Let's keep it basic. Sometimes you need to go with the basics first and then go with, I'll go through that super chat right away. We're on ADA. So breakdown, confirmation of uptrend being broken right over here. Bam, massive bounce, really nice bounce on ADA with that resistance support flip, getting that bounce of over 28%. Really nice bounce here that happened just over a week ago on ADA. Struggling very much, and I mean, I can already tell you with this kind of price action right over here, you know, you're hitting the 618 Fibonacci and a point of control level. I can just see it without even looking at it. You know, you've got a massive range right there. There you have it. You know, it's just it's pretty obvious, right? You got that point of control from this range, and when I do take a look at Fibonacci from the pivot high to that pivot low, you know, you got 618, 65 Fibonacci with point of control of this range. You've broken the structure. It's like, come on guys, we're going to create a lower high here. It's just pretty obvious, right? Just using a bit of Fibonacci, using ranges to find those high volume nodes and getting the confirmation of the downtrend continuation. Looking at the daily chart, I like this. Oh, this could create a huge double bottom. I mean, if Bitcoin does get that recovery during the next 24 hours, going above $40,000, it's going to give a chance here. If this daily level closes above this low, it's going to be looking pretty good for a small little bounce potentially, right, in the coming days on ADA, right? That is if Bitcoin behaves, right? If Bitcoin starts dropping down sub $38,000, well, yeah, we're going to forget about this SFP because we're going to go to lower levels. So ADA has a chance during the next coming days, and I would be a little bit cautious because we have confirmed the breakdown of the uptrend. And yeah, no doubt this could be a possible double bottom if this daily candle does close above that low here from the 8th of January. I'm looking for a little bit of a bounce here. You know, you could get into a small little swing long position here on ADA if that daily does close above this level. Low leverage, low risk, okay? You're managing risk here very well. You need to understand that we're in a downtrend. But that bounce, no doubt it can come back up here, all right, to that lower high resistance, right? You got a chance. ADA has a chance tonight to see if it is going to hold this low from the 8th of January today. Let's see if it closes above. That would be a relatively good sign here for a little bit of a small recovery during the next coming days, possibly to round about the lower high resistance trend line. We're looking at Fibonacci levels, 50%, 618 from this pivot high on the 11th of January, sorry. You know, possibly you could get that bounce here. Interesting. Hey, if we start closing this daily level beneath here, then oh my goodness, you know, it's probably ain't going to be looking too good. We'll be going to the next level here of support, which would be this massive consolidation, right? This could easily be a, you know, almost a, yeah, around about, yeah, about a weekly naked point of control, right? This is a weekly naked point of control. So that would be our next level of interest for ADA to get a reaction and a possible bounce. Not much levels, but the fast price action to the upside. You know what that means? It could be very fast price action to the downside as well till we get to the next consolidation level. Let's go right away here through the super chat. Amigos, super chatos. Let's go right away. MD Mosarov, what's going on? Hey, chill. I got my moderators. Strongest mod, Mark Dutch. No nasty comments here. Okay, you will be eliminated from the comment section. Be kind. If your comment is getting eliminated by the moderators, you need to be kind. Ask a question. Be humble. Stop fucking around. You will be eliminated out of the live stream. Okay, we don't want any nasty comments. All right. So let's go right away. Continue through the super chatos, like Mark Dutch is telling me right now. Thanks for the support, amigo. Singularity X. Andy, is 𝗬𝗕 gonna bounce or what? Lol. I keep buying the dip, but it keeps on dipping. Yeah, there's a funny meme about that. You know, buy the dip. I'm buying the dip, but it keeps dipping. No doubt that, you know, the 1 cent, 2 cent level here on 𝗬𝗕. 𝗬𝗕, I've got a bag of 𝗬𝗕. You know, this is one that it will surprise at some point. Don't worry. I mean, hey, come on. You know, it did have a decent rally, okay, 𝗬𝗕 during October, November. You know, it's a 80% rally. I know some of them did make 400%, 500%. I know 𝗬𝗕 was, you know, it's not the best performer, basically. It's not the best performer, but it's in that pullback. Hey, dips are for buying. Don't worry. I mean, could it test the lows here from September? It maybe can. I did buy at my bag that I bought just a few weeks ago. It's slightly in the red. It is in the red, okay? But it's all about buying the dip, right? Will I buy more 𝗬𝗕? I've got so many different coins that I want to buy. You know, one of those coins is QNT. I want to buy QNT. QNT, it looks like it's an amazing project. You know, developers, the team, the partnerships are huge. QNT is, oh my goodness, I do see this one doing at least a 5x, you know, in the bull run. You might think 5x? Yeah, get lost. I want a 20, 30, 50, 100x. I keep it realistic, guys. Of course, if you're putting $1,000, you know, you're not happy with a 5x or a 10x. You want to make that $1 million, turn $1,000 in a million, right? But if you're putting $50,000 and you make, you know, $250,000 out of that with a 5x, 6x, then it's like, hey, happy days, right? Happy days. QNT is one of them that I think, you know, 5x can be relatively easy, and I'm looking for the safe bets as well, okay? 𝗬𝗕, it's going to be huge. 𝗬𝗕 will get that massive volatility to the upside. You know, it's all about the timing. Look at the timing here. It seems like we're a little bit in a disbelief rally at this stage, right? It could be this. We could be in a kind of this stage, right? In this market, right? We're going to see a little bit more sideways action and a little bit more downside for the next coming months till we get the halving over with, end of the year, election, get the US printing a few more trillions of dollars. Free money for everybody. Let's pump the markets, right? It's probably going to take a little bit of time, okay? But 𝗬𝗕, it's a good project. It's a good project. It's an L1. It's not like Solana. It's not like ADA. But it will have its time, right? It will have its time in the bull run. Not to worry, okay? So if you are, you know, investing in this, right, and buying some 𝗬𝗕, hold on tight, amigo, because, you know, I ain't saying it's going to pump like crazy in the coming weeks. It might take several months to do so, and we might get a little bit more dumpy action, right? But hold those bags. No financial advice, obviously. Never financial advice here on the channel. Don't get me into jail, guys. Be good. Just talking about what I would do, what I am doing, right? And 𝗬𝗕 will have its moment, okay? No doubt. So will 𝗬𝗕 ever bounce is the question from 𝗖𝗍𝗕𝗕𝗕. Hey, it's a good project. You know, this one had a pump in March in the middle of the bear market in 2022. My goodness, a 500% pump. Did over a 5x here in a matter of just a couple of weeks. What, you know, it will bring, you know, the development is still going. Roadmap still looks good. You know, hey, it will have its time, okay? It will have its time. It's probably just going to, you know, fizzle down a little bit here from this lower high resistance, right? A little bit of fizzle here, a little bit of dancing around, you know, till it actually starts rallying in the coming months. Not to worry, it can be very boring, it can be very choppy. Patience is absolutely key, all right? The rally, the bull run is just a few months, guys. We do not, you know, I know my YouTube video, you know, the live streams, YouTube, crypto in general, you know, you're going to see friends again talking about it, you know, your granddad, you know, hey, what's about all of this crypto? It seems like a good investment. This is only a few months. You got a few months to start thinking of getting out from what you bought here. Get out. Volatile moves to the upside. That is not when you make the money where you're buying. It's the time to get out. And now the market is giving us the chance to rebuy again, guys. I hope it does last for at least another 6 months. Get those altcoins down, baby. We want to buy cheaper. We want to buy cheaper. You want to get rich? This is the moment to start buying these altcoins, guys. It's just, it ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. Bang. This is only a few months, guys. You want to get out when everybody's talking about it. Media, it will repeat itself at some point during the next 1 to 2 years, right? Give beginning of 2025, end of 2024, we should be expecting some pumpy action on Bitcoin, altcoins. It will happen again, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay, unless there is going to be an energy crisis, or I don't know. If there's a massive crisis, we might just, just imagine there is something really bad going on worldwide. Let's hope nothing happens, of course, but we live in a crazy world, guys. Anything can happen. So maybe this bull cycle is going to be cancelled and we go to the next cycle in 2028, right? So maybe we're going to have to be waiting a few more years, but that's going to just giving you time. It's only going to give you more time to accumulate. So yeah, thank you for Singularity for that super chat. Just a little kind of financial non-advice, right? So yeah, I was here in the previous cycle, guys, and it was the moment. It was the moment. Trading was doing good. Bags were doing absolutely wonderful. You get the deal, guys. Let's go right away. My goodness. Moderators are taking over the chat, guys. Leave some comments. Not your wife, not your problem. My goodness. Guys, let's stick to crypto. Let's stick to technical analysis and leave these comments for the bar with a beer with some friends. Let's crack on here with crypto, right? Can you analyze Ethereum BTC chart? There we go. We have a serious comment here. Thank goodness. Let's go right away. Is it wise to invest in altcoins during the dip or BTC? Is it wise to buy altcoins? Okay, we've got two questions here from Atta. Let's go first right away with Ethereum BTC. Well, I'll just respond the second question because I don't need to take a look at any charts or anything. Is it wise to invest in altcoins during the dip or BTC? Just to let you know, when you're buying altcoins, when Bitcoin is dipping, and Bitcoin could dip to lower levels in the next coming weeks and months, you need to realize that altcoins will dip harder, much harder than Bitcoin, okay? So yeah, you can buy some Bitcoin today and maybe next month, it's 10% down, who cares? Maybe you're going to buy some dodgy altcoins and you're like, my goodness, it's 50% down. So just realize if you put $10,000 on an altcoin, it can be down to $5,000 in value in the next 1 to 2 months. On the other side, you could put $10,000 in Bitcoin and it's probably down to $9,000 or $8,000, right? So are you willing to feel the pressure? Can you hold the pressure like a man or like a woman? I don't know. Hey, can you maintain that pressure emotionally? I did in 2018, 2019, 2020. I did it. I was buying the dip and it was keeping dipping. Okay, it was keep dipping. It is what it is. It is what it is. But you know what? Did I panic? No. I just felt the pain and I was buying more. It did pay off, guys. Obviously, it paid off in 2021. So be a man and hold it. Buy the dip. Keeps dipping. Keep buying. Okay? No financial advice again. I'm telling you my experience and what I am doing. Then we can all party in a yacht, right? We're all going to meet together, party on a yacht. Hey, we made it. We made it. It might take some time though. So anyway, Ethereum BTC chart. Let's go right away. What is Ethereum BTC chart saying? Ooh, my goodness. I love this chart. This chart is very, very good. It is very, very good. Why is it good? It's the moment. It's the moment to get into Ethereum. Could we dip back down here? Breakdown. This was a little bit of a fake out, right? We are probably going to see a little bit more bearish momentum in the next coming weeks, even months. Very possible. This is my buy zone of Ethereum on the BTC chart. And the main reason why it is, it is pretty simple for me. The high right there, this was in December, right? November, December of 2021, where we had that second leg up, right? Bitcoin breaking all-time high, 69K. It was, it was the peak. what happens here, of course, is you form a corrective structure. This is impulsive. This is very corrective sideways action. It's a classic ABC. And I got a few ABCs here from the previous cycle as well, right? It's the moment once you dip down beneath here, the midpoint of the cycle of the bear market, once you dip beneath the midpoint, and it could take several months of sideways action, it's dead. Nobody's interested. Yeah, right. Of course it is. But it's an accumulation zone. And this is what happens. You form that three-wave structure after a massive bullish run. Three-wave structure. It happens everywhere consistently. It always happens. It's how the market works. We need that fear. Hey, I wish Bitcoin went down to $30,000, even $25,000. $10,000, my goodness, that would be a little bit of a punish. But I'll be buying, you know, I will be one of those guys that will be buying at $10,000. I don't think we're going to go to 10K, but anyway, it would be really good, right? You're getting a massive discount. So anyway, looking at Ethereum BTC, you know, the three-wave corrective structure dipping beneath that low. Same here, right over here. Okay, in a much larger scale. This was back in 2017, 2018, right? You got the rally of 2017, then bear market 2018, 2019, bang. Moment to get in, baby. Moment to get in. We could see something very, very similar. Why is it better to buy Ethereum at this stage than Bitcoin? It's just based on the returns. It's going to give you much better returns than Bitcoin. You might get a 5x on Bitcoin. You might get a 8x, 10x on Ethereum. Keeping it realistic, okay? I'm not going to say Ethereum is going to go to $20,000 in the next bull run. Maybe it will, maybe it not. But the important thing to understand is the returns. Ethereum, accumulating Ethereum for the next coming months will give you much better returns than Bitcoin in the bull run, because it will outperform Bitcoin at some stage, be it late 2024, early 2025. It will happen. So yeah, that's basically it. Could this be just a little bit of a fake out? Yeah, I think so. Halving still hasn't happened. We have had bearish momentum after the halving on previous cycles. So halving is really not, it's a nothing burger kind of event. You know, halving's going to happen and price ain't going to do anything, right? It might even dump. So you get the deal. I mean, this zone over here on Ethereum BTC is the moment that, you know, I will be flipping some of my Bitcoin into Ethereum. So we'll see, guys. I'll leave this box, leave this live stream for the next cycle, because I can tell you already, you know, if the low is not in already, then, you know, this zone is going to be the low on the Ethereum BTC chart, and we're going to see something like this. So let's continue here with the comment section right away. Andy, do you expect further decline with interest rate cut? Yeah, I mean, what has usually happened in the past, right? Because a lot of people are bullish, right? Okay, hey, the Fed is going to get interest rate, you know, down, right? They're going to cut interest rates. That is the kind of the signal where usually a recession kicks in once the interest rates goes down, because the moment it goes down, the moment they start printing, it's because the economy ain't doing too well. And that is the moment where you have that recession, where there is 6 months or 18 months, right? If it's something like COVID, well, C19. If it's something like that, well, that was a very, very fast, quick, you know, kind of recession, right? Get the money printer on, and, you know, just after 6, 8, 12 months after that, we were as good as gold, right? Free money for everybody. Will it be like that? Will it take longer? Well, we don't know, but that is usually when interest rates go down. It's when the kind of recession kicks in, because the main reason why of getting interest rates down is, hey, we cannot maintain these interest rates like this. You know, people are getting broke. You know, the economy ain't doing that well. We need a little bit more fresh money printing, right? So that is usually the sign of, you know, things aren't going that well. And that is when usually the recession, you know, kind of recession, if it's a mini recession of 6 months or more extended to 18 months, usually happens, okay, when interest rates start to go down again, based on the reason that I've just explained. So let's continue with another comment here. I would sell my liver if BTC drops back to 6K zone. There is a lot of people thinking like you. A comment here from Justin. I would sell my liver. You know, hey, I would sell my heart if I didn't need it, right? But yeah, that's a good point. No doubt. That is a good point. Yeah, we need to have definitely cash on the sidelines, right? Whether that is 30, 40% cash or 20% cash, right, from your portfolio, being stable coins or fiat. We definitely need to have some cash on the sidelines, because there was one thing that I wished, and I knew it, but, you know, I wasn't, you know, I didn't have much money here in 2019, 2020. I was fully invested in Bitcoin, accumulating here, down, up. Then this happened, and I didn't have enough cash on the sidelines, and I knew I was just about to go ask for a loan, basically. I was just, and you don't need to do this, okay? This is definitely no financial advice. You never get loans, all right, to invest in cryptocurrency, right? You might think, my goodness, this guy's crazy. You know, he's getting a loan to buy this coin that's just dropped over 50%, you know, during the last few weeks. You know, what a loser. Well, I bought here very aggressively, also some altcoins, you know, but it was just a few $1,000s. I wish I had, you know, tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy this event. This event was the, you know, it was the game changer, right? It was the life changer opportunity. You know, I did invest. I did put in whatever I had, you know, those pennies that I had left, you know, in the bank. It was the moment to buy in. I knew personally that this was a great opportunity. And you can see it on the chart. It definitely was. I told my mother about Bitcoin. She bought Bitcoin. She bought 1 Bitcoin. She was very, very skeptical about Bitcoin. She was like, oh, I don't know, you know, funny business going on here. I said, Mum, buy 1 Bitcoin. And I got her to buy 10 Ethereum as well at $250. Just a little story that I wanted to talk about there. She made some really nice gains, no doubt. She made some really nice gains. She did take profit. So anyway, going back here to the reason why, you know, the comment section that we had, once interest rates go down, you know, this is a little bit of a tricky moment. You know, a little recession could kick in as interest rates go down, you know, and we are expecting that in 2024. So it's always good to have some cash on the sidelines for whatever event could happen, because, you know, whatever Bitcoin does right now in the next coming weeks, maybe there could be an event that does this and you're actually dipping beneath $25,000. This is going to be a huge major opportunity. You know, it just is. You know it when it's a good opportunity. You have massive fear. Media's talking about some disaster that's happened, you know, major depression, whatever it is. That is the moment that fear is around the world, and it's just the best moment to buy in, right? I think most of you guys know that, obviously, but it's just, you know, always good to have some cash on the sideline, okay? Very, very important. You know, I have some significant amount of cash on the sideline just in case we have another event like this. The next major recession or event that happens, I will be making bank years after that happens, right? Be greedy when others are fearful, right? You know the quote. I'm 92, no more time. I mean, I'm not sure if that is true, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you are we are expecting a major rally, a major hype rally, right? Possibly a super cycle, right? With ETFs going on and rest of it. Maybe in the next few years, you know, you can make some significant gains. But, yeah, So maybe you're gonna, have insane amounts of money, right? Someone here in the comment section, I'm 92, no more time. Maybe when you're 94, 95, I'm not sure. I wish you reach 100 or maybe even more than that. Maybe you're gonna be that, cool granddad that is on a yacht, right? Recession will hit next year. Expert expect, says Mark Dutch. Yeah, I mean, we never know when that recession is going to kick in, right? It might, we might kick the can down the road a few more years. Maybe we are going to get that cycle during late 2024 and 2025. And we're going to profit from it. We're going to take profits and wait for the recession to kick in at some point, right? Might be last cycle. No, the last cycle of Bitcoin will be heading to over $500,000. That will be the last cycle. The last cycle is when Bitcoin equals or gets over the market cap of gold. That will be the last cycle, right? When you do take a look at gold chart, right? Let's just put gold chart. We all know that let's go with a monthly chart. Spot Bitcoin ETF. The gold ETF happened right over here. Look at this. I mean, hey, looking at obviously gold took many more years, right? But we live in another era. It's the digital era, right? Things move much faster nowadays with internet, with social media, with new technologies. Things move faster. Adoption is faster. Everything is faster nowadays. So we cannot compare the olden days, right? 40, 50, 60 years ago, where everything was much slower. Recessions were much powerful as well. There could be a much powerful one coming, obviously. But, just looking at the approval of the ETF of gold back in 2004, we know what happened years after that. Could it be the last cycle? Yeah, no doubt. But we are in it. It is still early days. We're seeing institution, adoption. Look what happened to gold. It took many years. Hey, when the ETF was approved, we were weeks and months with this price action. When was it? I think it was November of 2004, the official approval. The price actually dumped. Look at this. It actually got approved and it actually went down and sideways for several months, guys. So approving an ETF does not mean, people were absolutely insane. If you went on Twitter, ETF, the hype is so intense. My goodness, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I sold Bitcoin at 48K. I even shorted there. I'm very much aware of the situation. But the hype is so funny to see, right? It's going to take many months, even a few years for Bitcoin to reach $500,000, right? It ain't happening anytime soon. It ain't happening this year or next year, guys. Let's stay with our feet on the ground. Leave your moon boots still in the cupboard because we ain't going to need them just yet. But you need to be prepared. You need to accumulate before that happens because, once $500,000 is hit, maybe 2028, maybe 2030. That will be the last cycle because the market will be so mature and the volatility will just the Bitcoins will be so well distributed by many people. Of course, more people will have more Bitcoin. I mean, Michael Saylor, he has over 100,000 Bitcoin. Hey, greedy man, but hey, good for him. He's understanding the situation. Good for him. He's going to be, he might be one of the most wealthy guys in maybe in 5 years. It's pretty obvious, right? We're going to see him, right? The most wealthy, top 30 from Forbes, right? Wealthiest people. Probably going to see Michael Saylor up there. So anyway, let's go right away with the comment section, keeping it a chilled, nice live stream. When Bitcoin reaches gold's market cap, Peter Schiff will finally buy Bitcoin. That day will be glorious. Yes, it is. It definitely is. I think he understands. I think Peter Schiff does have Bitcoin. I know his, was it his son that had Bitcoin? I think so. I might be wrong, but it does ring a bell. He must have Bitcoin. Come on. I know his son does have. So, yeah. Please analyze Solana for good buy prices. Let's analyze Solana. Solana definitely got a big major run. Did not have Solana. It's I think I explained what the situation with Solana here. The last few lives, we're breaking through all of the lows here from January. So, yeah, it's just breaking through. It had a major daily candle close yesterday beneath the lows, so it ain't looking too great. What we need Solana to do here is maintain this level of support that we had back in 2022. We need the price of Solana to dance around here during the next coming days, right? Give or take 1, 2, 3 weeks. It needs to dance around this $80 level. It's a bit of a falling knife here during the last few days. Really would not be interested here in buying Solana. I need to see it do a little bit of a dance here, go sideways. To me to think that, hey, this level looks pretty solid, you know, I would definitely DCA here on Solana if it does maintain this $80 level. It has been proven level of support. It broke through very, very nicely, you know, during December. I mean, the rally was insane. This did over a 6x, you know, in just a few months. Very, very nice gains on Solana. We need to wait. We need to wait. We need to wait. It's just testing that major level at the moment. We lose this level, it ain't going to be looking too good. I mean, I would be waiting patiently for a you know, bottom formation, sideways action. You know, maybe it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I would play the waiting game here in the case of Solana. Will it get an instant bounce tomorrow and go back to $120? No, it ain't going to do that. So it's just a matter of being a little bit patient, seeing the price a little bit dancing around here at this $80 range. Will it go to 75 and get a bounce? Will it go to 70 and get a bounce? You know, I want to see it, you know, holding this area and going sideways for at least, you know, 1 or 2 weeks, and then we can consider that, you know, this is possibly bottoming out at this level. It's a bit of a falling knife. If it falls down from this level, my goodness, you know, where's the low going to be? I mean, this is why we are charting as well. It's going to be interesting if it loses this level. It will be very interesting. There's probably some major levels here, but we ain't going to do that analysis. It's just going to take a long time. It's going to take 10, 15, 20 minutes. I don't want to bore the people here with Solana. We have to go sideways. If we break down from here, we would have to take a look at some fib levels from this pivot low to the pivot high. You know, 618, we got a nice consolidation here. We got probably a nice high volume node. Will it bottom out at $60? I think, you know, we will realize where there is a bottom on Solana. We will realize, okay, in the next coming weeks. Now is the time to be a bit patient, because we've only just getting the drop during the last few days. And, you know, who knows? This might continue dropping during the next coming days. We might even get cheaper levels. So this would not be a zone to buy in. Ethereum is falling while Bitcoin is going up. Well, yeah, it is what it is. Maybe the Ethereum BTC chart was not looking good. We got a major drop on the Ethereum BTC chart. So let Ethereum drop to lower levels. Would love someone's opinion on LCX. Okay, that is, I think some people in the comment section can do so. Right, my goodness. Solana creating a cup and handle. Oh, yeah. It is possible. It is possible. I mean, I like cup and handles in an uptrend. Right? You know, this is the ideal scenario for a cup and handle, not in a downtrend, right? Not when you have a pivot high here. You know, will this be a cup and handle with a descending neckline? Dear. I mean, it does exist, no doubt. You know, we do have cup and handles with descending necklines. Is this the handle formation? I mean, if we do start going sideways on Solana here during the next coming weeks, right, or get a breakout from lower highs, it will be looking quite good. If Solana starts making this move, you know, I would arguably discuss that, hey, it looks quite good for continuation. Of course, we'll have to take a look at the levels, right, from this range, right? 618 Fibonacci, you know, will it create a lower high and go lower? You know, this is the thing that we need to be cautious about when you break, you know, a lower high resistance. But we'll analyze that once we cross that bridge. For the moment, it is dropping. Till we do not maintain this level for the next coming days, there's really not much to say. Let's continue with the comment section right away. Which could come first, 43K or 35K? That's a very good question. We can go back to Bitcoin right away. $43K on Bitcoin or 35K. As we are in a downtrend, I would say 35K, obviously. Could we get that bounce though? I mean, we are at a major level of support, right? We are at the point of control from 2021 and 2022 price action. This is a very, very solid level. We're going to need some power to break down from this level, but it will likely be broken in my opinion. But could that bounce happen? Well, a lot of resistance here on Bitcoin. Lot of resistance. If we do get back above this daily naked point of control from that consolidation that we did have back in 3rd of December, right? We got a bit of a consolidation. We do get back above this level in the next 24 hours. It will be looking pretty good for Bitcoin to get a pretty nice rally. I would not be surprised if Bitcoin starts rallying here and gets a major move up to $43,000, eating up all of those lower highs, eating up all of that liquidity that there still is. There is still a lot of liquidity above $42,000 and even $43,000. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Would not be surprised if that is going to happen. So there's definitely a chance here. You know what this reminds me of? Like I explained on today's video, guys, is a distribution, right? ETF coming out exactly at a huge technical level, right? Value area high of 2122, 618, blah, blah, blah. You know, ETF approved here at $47,000. Get lost. I am shorting. I am selling some Bitcoin. You know, I ain't buying this hype. So smart money gets out here, no doubt. Smart money gets out with this kind of news event. You know what is definitely a possibility here to happen, right? Like I explained on today's video, right? You got those three kind of peaks, getting everybody excited, get as much people to buy Bitcoin at these levels because we are going to dump on them. Is what the smart money does here. With this leg down, you are confirming the breakdown of this uptrend structure, right? It's pretty clear, right? We can see it on the chart. You know what is going to happen if price recovers above $42,000, $43,000. You know, we have this movement to the upside because we're bouncing from this major level of support in the next coming days, right? 1 to 2 weeks as well. You know what we're going to see, guys, on YouTube, on Twitter. You know, it's game on. This is bullish. This is bullish. We're going to the moon. You know, everybody was bearish. Everybody's wrong. This is very much a possibility. This is very much what could happen to Bitcoin in the next coming weeks. This is going to be crucial. This is going to be extremely crucial. When I do take a look at Bitcoin's price action, let's get another chart here because it's just a very similar price action from December. Sorry guys. From March, February, March, April. It was also around about 3 months. Very similar timing. Not exactly the same. We were a bit short on timing here, but very, very similar, right? Let me just get this chart over here so we can understand what is going on here. It ain't looking the same. Of course, nothing looks the same. It's just understanding, you know, the higher highs, the market structure, right? I don't want no comment from someone, you know, it doesn't look the same. it's a very similar price action. It's understanding the bullish momentum with higher highs and higher lows, and realizing that, you know, you get a major breakdown. You get a major breakdown creating a lower low. You get this bounce, you get excitement. You hit the 618 Fibonacci. My goodness, Fibonacci is beautiful. You know, Fibonacci everywhere, you know. The structure of the market is broken, and you know, no doubt it is a distribution. This just does look like a distribution. It was a distribution, and we are at some very, very, very similar price action here that we've had during October, November, December, right, January, where we get this breakdown on the chart, creating that lower low right there. We get this bounce in the coming weeks, days, above $42,000, $43,000. I am going to be very, very cautious. I mean, this could be the epic swing short position level. To get that movement to the downside during, you know, March, April, hey, Bitcoin halving, nobody cares. You know, it's just, it's very likely to happen. We're looking at the probabilities here. Bitcoin, crypto, we have hyped up November, December. We can see it on Twitter, on YouTube. You know, the amount of views that I've had, you know, has increased a lot during the last couple of months. And it's the hype, right? It's the hype. ETF, everything. Really, really skeptical with this situation. No doubt. I am bullish on Bitcoin late 2024, right? After the halving, once everything kicks in, you know, whether we do get a small recession or a big one, I'm still looking for Bitcoin to continue the market cycles, right? So it ain't going to change for the next coming months. You know, it's very much needed that we do get a drop. I mean, I'm not saying that we're going to bounce from here. We might test 37K, right? And maybe then get a bounce, or we might just drop down from here, right? But if that bounce does happen, given the opportunity, I think it's very, very likely that we are going to create a lower high at some point in between 43 and give or take $45,000, right? If we do get a massive pump, right? It's a level that we're going to analyze very carefully. Pivot high to the pivot low, 618 Fibonacci is sitting at $45,000, and that would be a very interesting pump. Not sure if there is going to be enough steam to push the price all the way up there. But it could be market manipulation, right? Get everybody bullish again, buying Bitcoin, and then come down. It's a very technical level. I would already be very skeptical if we do get to 43.5, you know, above 43,500, where we do have the 50% Fibonacci. If this were to be the low, it's going to be a moment of not buying it, especially if it gets choppy at this range. Ain't buying it. Just like I did not buy it back in 2021. You know where I sold most of my cryptocurrency? Here. That is where I sold 25% of my entire portfolio. I was not buying this pump. You know, and it's the same scenario right over here. We pumped to $44,000, maybe 45. Ain't buying this, guys, because it's just basically the distribution, you know, market structure. You know, the probabilities in creating a lower high here is massive. So we'll cross that bridge once we get there, guys. For the moment, it's pure speculation that we are going to get that bounce. We are holding a major level, and we might just break down tomorrow. So anyway, just a little bit of tips there of what could happen and what are the levels that we are looking at. I traded way worse when Andy was on vacation. My favorite TA. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you very much for those kind words. I had to take that break. But yeah, make sure to understand the levels, guys. Make sure to understand. I mean, today has been and I did get stopped out. 1 at a loss, 2 at break even, but I made a few more trades and they played out very nicely. And make sure to, you know, I only use, guys, I really do only use this Yes, I do have order flow and, you know, open interest. It is fine. I don't talk about that much on the channel. But to be honest, it's really not needed. If you got good risk management, you're very defensive. We've had some beautiful moves today. Really beautiful moves. And of course, if you want this kind of daily updates with shorter time frame for scalping scenarios, right? Moves of $300, of $500, even $200. You want to join the Legends trading community, because I mean, this level was very much, you know, I was expecting this possibility as well. We talk about several scenarios. Hey, maybe this pump ain't going to come up here to this $39,300 range, right? Where I would be looking to exit and maybe enter a short position. We're looking at the VWAP. We're looking at the lows here from yesterday, previous day lows. We're looking at VWAP. We're looking at these highs, right? From this kind of descending wedge scenario. Maybe we're going to take that low again, get a bit of a dancing momentum, and then come back up. This is exactly where I longed. Okay, it was not easy because it was getting choppy. It was getting a bit choppy, but you know, it's understanding how the price action can move and where I'm interested in getting in and getting out and possibly entering a short. And when you do take a look at the price action here from an update of today, right? It's basically this, right? We're looking at this kind of wedgie, it was kind of a wedgie channel structure right there. And, you know, it's looking at, hey, possibly we're going to come down here, claim this low, get the bounce to come all the way up here to the top of the wedge, get resistance from the previous day lows and the VWAP. And, you know, that is basically this kind of price action, right? We're doing a bit of Picasso drawing on what are the possibilities that could happen. You know, where is your entries, where is your extras? And this is a move of, you know, $500-600. It's enough. It's enough to make a bit of gains. And obviously, if you want those more in detail updates of what could happen inside of the range, guys, you know, you got the Legends community, because YouTube is more live streams, interact with community, look at higher time frame levels. If you want that in detail, what's going to happen in lower time frames, you want to join the Legends community. I mean, that is where I provide videos every single day on the possibilities and the analysis of the shorter time frame, right? Looking for the scalps, looking for those day trade scenarios. You have it down below, okay? It's that third link down below in the description, guys, for anybody that's interested, right? That wants more privileged information. Ethereum looks bullish on the 4-hourly time frame. Shall we take a look at Ethereum on the 4-hourly time frame right away? Let's go. You know why I trade 90% on Bitcoin? Because it's just, I don't have time. I don't even have time to trade Bitcoin sometimes with, you know, obviously other stuff that I'm doing, right? I do have a life. I'm not a machine. It's because, you know, I don't have time. You know, I just concentrate my trading purely based on Bitcoin. It's fun to trade altcoins as well. You can make better gains if you know how to make the moves. But Ethereum looking bullish on the 4-hourly time frame. I mean, we are in. Oh my goodness, we talked about this level in the Legends community on an Ethereum update. Oh my goodness, we actually test that level here. It was a level to pay attention to get a bounce. Oh, I hope somebody in the Legends community did get into this long position. I didn't, but it was analyzed as well. You know, we were holding a little bit here during today, this weekly level, point of control, but even a best level to get into long, whether it's a scalp or a day trade. I mean, we are at that level. This is holding quite nicely. This could actually bounce from this level, and this is purely based on the value area low from the December price action. When we do take a look at December price action, and we do take a look at that higher low right there, that cheeky higher low, it's like, come on, test that low with the value area low to get that cheeky bounce. I think Fibonacci wise, 7-8 Fibonacci was, yeah, it's around about that range as well, slightly higher from this pivot low. But my goodness, it kind of tapped that level Yeah, oh, what a beautiful long position right there. Testing that low with a value area low to maintain support, a bit of volatility, bang, sniper trade. Stop loss beneath the low. Hey, this is a really nice risk to reward. Where did the price get resistance? It got resistance from that weekly level. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love technical analysis and trading, guys. It's just so, it's so nice. Look at the weekly level right there. Weekly close and open from the second week of January. Look at this. Obviously a take profit zone if you did get into that trade. Just that slight little touch from that low. I mean, Ethereum's in a bouncing level. It does look bullish. We are testing a huge major level of support. Let's go right over here on the 1 hourly time frame. How technical is this? Yeah, creating a mini swing failure pattern from that low with value area low, and you're bouncing to the weekly level. Ooh, it's a really, I mean, this would have been a good trade. This was a analysis. I mean, it's a 2.5% pump. You might think, that's rubbish. You know, you're scalping, you're using a little bit of a high leverage, you're taking advantage of these moves, and it got resistance exactly at that weekly level. What would be a scenario here on Ethereum? Say that we do manage to hold this range. You know, it might not. It's just getting squeezed in between point of control and weekly and value area low. It might just get squeezed and break down. We get above that point of control weekly level, old weekly level, you know, with a nice, relatively nice move. I do see a really nice move here to the upside to the value area high. No doubt it would be a resistance support flip. I would be paying attention to that here on Ethereum. I mean, well, that weekly level is being an absolute beast as a resistance at the moment after the breakdown. So it probably won't make it, depending on Bitcoin's behavior, of course. But it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. Of course, we do have a bit of resistance, point of control of that range of December. So it could also just do this and then create a swing failure pattern from these highs. It will not be easy to get into a long position as a breakout and support flip. It would have to be a significant breakout, because any moves here to the point of control of December and these highs could definitely be a fake out, right? It could be a successful breakout. It ain't going to be easy, because it's a bit of a choppy range where you do have some major resistance, right? It could just be a test of the highs and move down. It will not be easy. But no doubt this was an insane long position. My goodness. SFP, look at this. This was provided in the Legends community today. Definitely a level to long. Very, very nice. Anyway, we managed to get above point of control. I do see Ethereum going back to $2,300 range, value area high, point of control of 21, 22, big level of resistance right there. This is definitely a level that's going to be very interesting to see the reaction to possibly getting in a short position if we were to get that rally, right? That's if we were to get that rally. Major level here on Ethereum, $2,330. Legends, it is bedtime. It is bedtime. I went long before on Ethereum, take profit at 2,350. Yeah, it is a good target for a swing trade. It is definitely a target zone. So if you're in that long position, if I would have taken it, I would have taken it as a scalp, and I would have taken profits at the weekly point of control level, no doubt. You ain't gonna see me with a trade open for over 2 weeks. It's just it's not me. It's not my style of trading. I like to scalp, take some profits, go to the next trade. But yeah, it's definitely a possibility that if it breaks point of control of this December range, weekly level gets back above, yeah, no doubt it's likely going to rally up all the way up to that next major resistance zone. Anyway, guys, it is past my bedtime. I should be in bed already. CrossFit tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then back with the daily update and back with the live stream afterwards. I've got an interesting live stream tomorrow, guys, and I am going to make it New York time, New York Open, or 1 hour after New York Open, round about that timing. I'm getting my moderators saying, hey, stop it with your Spanish timing. You know, do a timing for the live streams because you're going to get more viewers. But yeah, I got a situation with my timing. You need to be more responsible with the live streams. You know, keep a fixed time Monday to Friday. Stop effing around with, you know, doing a live stream at 10 o'clock at night, then another one at 12 midday. You know, you're right. This is mainly Mark Dutch and 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕 saying this. Legends, thank you very much for joining. Hopefully you know, got a bit of information with the charts today. A little bit of, you know, my experience, of course, during the last few years. Everything's looking pretty good, guys. If Bitcoin drops, we'll be ready to buy those dips, guys. ETF is approved. We do have ETFs had 18.7 billion of trading volume in just 7 days. A significant volume. Not huge amount of volume just yet. It's only the early days, guys, of the ETF. And then once this kicks in during the next coming months and years, yeah, we're going to see this in hundreds of billions of dollars kicking in. So it's early stages. Bitcoin going down, bring it on, baby. We'll be buying those dips. Legends, thank you very much. Sounds like you have great mods, says Mark. Yeah, absolutely. Always appreciate what the moderators say. Thank you, Legends. Thank you, Mark Dutch, Father Time. Thank you, everybody, for joining. If I did not read your comment section, Mariella, I can see you there. Moonboot Boy, thank you very much for joining. If I didn't read your comment, hopefully I'm going to read it tomorrow, okay? Thank you, everybody, and I will see you in the next one tomorrow.
Find your